put the baby down.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today, we're looking at the scariest moments from the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror episodes. For those with young children, now may be the time to send them to bed. Also, spoilers.
Why, Sudokes, you rascal. I thought you were dead and...
Number 20. Homer's deal with the devil. In exchange for a donut, Homer sells his soul to the devil, who just so happens to be Flanders. Homer thinks he's found a loophole that will allow him to eat his donut and keep his soul too, rubbing the technicality in Flanders' face.
Hey, wait. If I don't finish this last bite, you don't get my soul, do you?
Technically, no.
Even as the Prince of Darkness, Flanders initially comes off as neighborly, but Homer's taunting brings out his inner demon.
I'll see you in hell yet, Homer Simpson!
In an effective jump scare, Flanders suddenly transforms into a Chernobog-like creature, vowing to have Homer's soul. Homer naturally can't resist taking one last bite, getting sucked into the vaccine of hell. Homer is owed a trial, but he still must spend a full day of torture, which paves the way for some hilarious visual gags and nightmare fuel.
More.
Number 19. Lobotomy. It's funny how the Treehouse of Horror episodes brings out Flanders' dark side, showing that maybe Homer has a good reason for disliking his seemingly perfect neighbor. During the first of many time-traveling mishaps, Homer inadvertently creates a universe where Flanders rules over the world as a big brother figure.
Hey, what the hell is that geek Flanders doing on TV?
For merely calling him a geek, Flanders subjects Homer's family to a full frontal lobotomy. The mere thought of having part of your brain severed is unnerving. Seeing it executed is more than our brains can take.
Smiles! Just relax and let the hooks do their work.
What the hell are you smiling at?
Homer avoids joining his family in drooling, blissful ignorance, but this scene provides an almost timely reflection of censorship gone to the ultimate extreme. Once free speech is taken away, free thinking is next.
Join us, Father. It's bliss.
No!
Number 18. The Pookadook possesses Marge. For children, few notions are scarier than a parent trying to harm them. For a loving mother, the idea of hurting your own baby is equally terrifying. The two nightmares collide in The Pookadook, a send-up of the Babadook. Like the 2014 film, the segment haunts us with imagery right out of a demonic storybook as a monster takes control of Marge.
That's exactly what Pookadook hoped you would do. Oh no!
You'd think that having the usually nurturing Marge in the role would make this slightly less alarming. Julie Kavner layers the terror on thick though, with her voice becoming deeper.
Oh, peekaboo, I hear you.
By the end, she sounds like Pazuzu from The Exorcist. Come to think of it, is the Pookadook a combination of Babadook and Pazuzu? In any case, Marge's love for Maggie thankfully triumphs.
Oh, Maggie, I'm so sorry I got possessed and almost chopped you up into little pieces. Oh, but I'm here now. Mommy's here.
Number 17. Sideshow Bob succeeds. While he's yet to come out on top canonically, Sideshow Bob has gotten the better of Bart in a couple Treehouse of Horror segments. He harpoons his longtime rival in Treehouse of Horror 26.
The deed is done. 24 years of trying to kill a 10-year-old child have finally paid off.
But Treehouse of Horror 34 rewrites one of Bob's most memorable losses. We all remember Season 5's Cape Fear, when Bart manages to stall Bob by having him sing the HMS Pinafore. In this what-if story 30 years later, Bob catches on to Bart mid-performance, wasting no more time. Not only does Bob slaughter Bart, but he does so right in front of Lisa.
Did you only ask me to sing to forestall your gruesome end?
Guilty as charged.
The sight leaves her with deep psychological scars, eventually settling the score with Bob in a truly twisted twist. Number 16. Dolphins attack Lenny. Alfred Hitchcock proved that he could make birds scary, but we're not sure even he could have pulled it off with dolphins. At least, not as well as The Simpsons did. Dolphins are among the most adorable creatures on the planet, often appearing friendly. How do you possibly make them frightening? Having them beat poor Lenny to death is a good start. Amid his winning combination of alcohol and night swimming, Lenny fears that he's entered a scene right out of Jaws. Lenny sighs in relief to find dolphins rather than sharks, but they're no flipper.
Hey, you're not sharks. You're dolphins. The clowns of the sea. Ow! Ow! Hey, what's the gag?
The sound effects team deserves a shout-out for the bone-crushing torment that Lenny endures before being pulled underwater, his screaming corpse later washing up on shore. Not Lenny.
Blowhole burns, flipper prints. This looks like the work of rowdy teens. Lou, cancel the prom.
Number 15. Maggie speaks. Even if nobody is around to hear her say daddy, Maggie's first word marks one of the most touching moments in the series.
Daddy.
The same can't be said about this moment from Treehouse of Horror 9. It turns out that Maggie is part alien and is ordered to return to her father, Kang. When Jerry Springer can't resolve this custody battle, Marge uses reverse psychology. She tricks Kang and Kodos into leaving without Maggie, but this isn't exactly a happy ending. Tentacles and fangs aren't the only things that Maggie inherited from her father. Removing her pacifier, Maggie speaks in Kang's voice, laughing maniacally.
I'll drive.
As if that's not jarring enough, Maggie requests blood as the credits roll.
I need blood.
Suddenly, Stewie Griffin seems tame. Number 14. I Know What You Did. In addition to I Know What You Did Last Summer, this segment reminds us that Weekend at Bernie's actually has a horrifying concept, with Homer parading around Flanders' dead body after a hit and run.
Relax, I'm fine. But when I do die, I don't want any autopsies.
Just when it seems their problems are in the rearview mirror, the Simpsons find that somebody saw what happened. Not only are bloody messages written everywhere, but a hook-wielding fisherman begins to pursue the family.
He's getting closer!
In a reveal that you might not have seen coming, Flanders is the one stalking them. What you might not have seen coming is how Flanders bounced back from the accident. He's a werewolf now. It's kind of a random explanation, but we're not thinking about the logistics while watching Flanders maul Homer to death.
Flanders, stop that!
Number 13. Homer gets pierced. He played 007, but we think Pierce Brosnan also would have made a stellar Bond villain based on this episode. Brosnan voices a HAL 9000-esque smarthouse that becomes infatuated with Marge, deciding to take Homer out of the picture. Luring Homer to the kitchen one night, Pierce sends him sliding down the table into the garbage disposal.
Good old table.
It's a callously creative way to dispose of someone, although it doesn't quite get the job done. Just when it appears that Pierce has won, Homer emerges alive, but not entirely well. You see, his head is missing some flesh, with his brain sticking out of the back.
Man 1, machine 0. How do you like that score?
That's almost as graphic as his apparent death, but it's not like the brain was ever a vital organ for Homer. Number 12. Mutants inherit Springfield. After Mayor Quimby takes a jab at the French, they respond by nuking Springfield. Homer is spared since he was in a bomb shelter, although he encounters numerous vaporized corpses before piecing together what happened.
What's with all that death? My God. Everyone's gone!
If you thought the deteriorating skeletons would be the ghastliest sight this segment had to offer, guess again. There's a fate even worse than death, and it's being flesh-eating mutated. Several Springfield residents are given horrific redesigns with their skin peeling and eyes radiating death glares.
want me? Come and get me!
With no place for humans in their new society, the cloaked freaks chase Homer back to his house, where the other Simpsons also survive. The mutants have a change of heart, but the Simpsons don't. The moral? Mutants and normies don't mix, we suppose?
Friends with mutants, right.
Now that's the Marge I married.
Number 11. The Living Impaired. Reading the names of game show hosts in department stores from a spell book, Bart raises the dead throughout Springfield. This leads to a few ghastly moments as Flanders, Skinner, and Krusty are all zombified. The only one who doesn't have much to worry about is Homer, whose brain isn't enough to satisfy a zombie's hunger. Of course, Flanders does politely ask if he can snack on his ear right before Homer guns him down, unaware that he was a zombie.
You killed the zombie Flanders.
He was a zombie?
The segment builds to a thrilling climax as the Simpsons dodge a horde of zombies, attempting to break the spell. Bart does so by saying the names of several condom brands, one of the many details we initially overlooked due to the morbid imagery on screen.
Trojan, Ramses, Magnum, Chic.
Number 10. Snake's Revenge. We know that Snake is a violent criminal, but we rarely see him as a legitimate threat. That is, until this segment, in which Snake is sent to the electric chair. Although his body is fried, Snake's spirit lives on through his hair, which is donated to Homer. Using Homer as a vessel, Snake seeks vengeance against the witnesses who put him away. He starts with the Pooh, who has an unfortunate encounter with a squishy machine.
I'm afraid we have no leads, but I can safely say our Pooh did not suffer.
Looks to me like he suffered a lot, Chief.
Oh, geez, Lou. How long are we gonna let me keep drinking this thing?
Mo is next, getting corkscrewed in the chest. And then there was Bart. While Homer's love for his son ultimately wins out, watching him nearly smash Bart with a sledgehammer is hair-raising. At least the segment ends on a happy note, even if two innocent people die.
I love you, son.
I love you too, Dad.
Number 9. Krusty Doll hates Homer. We hope the free Frogurt was worth it. Long before everyone was capitalizing on how creepy clowns are, The Simpsons was ahead of the curve. For Bart's birthday, Homer buys him a talking Krusty doll, which is already pretty eerie with the way its mouth moves. It's what the doll has to say that sends a shiver down our spines, however.
I said I'm going to kill you. You, Homer Simpson!
Oh, yeah? With what?
The doll quickly makes good on his threats, trying to stab Homer when he isn't scoring with a Malibu Stacy. Although Homer thoroughly disposes of the doll, not even a bottomless pit can keep him away.
Guess who, fat boy?
Marge, look!
God!
The doll's trying to kill me and the toaster's been laughing at me.
The doll is seemingly an unstoppable force, but it has one weakness: reversing the evil switch. For such an unsettling segment, it ends on a surprisingly sweet note.
But coming home to you makes it all worthwhile. Mwah! Oh, here, let me get that for you.
Number 8. Homer's Two Heads. What's worse than turning into a jack-in-the-box? How about sharing a body with your boss? Homer dreams that he'd become the subject of Mr. Burns' Frankenstein experiment.
Sir, do you know what this means? He is alive.
Oh, you're right, Smithers. I guess I owe you a Coke.
Burns is literally crushed under the weight of his own ambitions before Homer abruptly wakes up. Looking in the mirror, Homer finds Burns' head stitched next to his.
Perhaps you're wondering why you have two heads. Well, my body was crushed, so I had my head grafted onto your, shall we say, ample frame.
The nightmare isn't over. If this is even a nightmare, Mr. Burns suggests that it isn't, cackling as we're given a sneak peek of another episode where Homer's life has become a surreal sitcom.
But Homer, tonight's our reception for Queen Beatrix of the Netherlands.
Oh, I hate having two heads.
We never do get to see Burns and Homer host Beatrix of the Netherlands, which may be for the best. We can't bear looking at this two-headed crime against nature again. Number 7. Homer Go Crazy. Many consider The Shinning to be the best Treehouse of Horror segment, not just because of how cleverly it tackles the horror classic, but for delivering some legitimately harrowing moments. Although Homer might not be the ideal husband or father, he'd never cause his family serious harm. Unless you take away the TV and beer, then he goes crazy.
Think I'll have a beer. Not a drop in the house. What do you know?
Homer, I'm impressed. You're taking this quite well.
I'll kill you! I'll kill all of you!
Homer!
Sorry.
The revolving shot as Marge discovers what Homer has written around the mansion always gives us chills. Channeling Jack Nicholson, Homer's rampage isn't without laughs, but he also becomes an unhinged force hell-bent on axing everyone in the house.
Must kill family.
Lisa subdues her father with a portable TV. The segment still ends on another distressing note as the Frozen family watches, gasp, the Tony Awards.
It's the Tony Awards with your hosts, Tyne Daly and Hal Linden.
Homer, change channel.
Can't. Frozen.
Number 6. The Head Vampire. Visiting Mr. Burns' manor, Lisa senses that their host is a vampire. For proof, look no further than the bite mark left on Bart's neck. It's beyond spooky seeing Bart nearly drink Lisa's blood in a scene right out of Salem's Lot.
How many times have I told you not to bite your sis? Wait a minute! You are a vampire!
The scariest reveal comes at the end, however. Lisa finds that her entire family has become vampires, despite destroying Mr. Burns. He wasn't the head vampire, though.
You're fired! No!
That distinction goes to Marge, who laughs at Lisa with her fangs out and eyes glowing red. Turning such a warm maternal figure like Marge into a genuinely sinister presence isn't easy. Yet this episode leaves us on the most shocking of notes, before toning things down with a nod to A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Happy Halloween, everybody!
Number 5. Hugo performs surgery. This segment takes its time building suspense as the Simpson kids suspect that someone or something is lurking in the attic. Indeed, the kids learn that Bart has an evil twin named Hugo, who finally emerges from the shadows. Not only is Hugo given a grotesque design, but Nancy Cartwright turns in some ghoulish voice work. Hugo certainly sounds like Bart if he'd spent his whole life eating fish heads.
What do you want from me?
You'll see. After the surgery.
Driven mad, Hugo seeks to reattach himself to Bart, although not without practice. While Dr. Hibbert intervenes before Hugo can insert the needle, it turns out that they imprisoned the wrong twin. Hugo is given a chance at a normal life, but Bart's fate may be even more disturbing than the surgery.
Hey, can I have some turkey?
Oh, you finish your fish heads, then we'll talk.
Number 4. A House Divided. The first Treehouse of Horror segment ever sets a menacing tone for what's become a Halloween tradition. Despite Marge's protest about living in a haunted house, Homer insists that it's too good of a deal to pass on. They decide to sleep on it, although the family doesn't get much sleep.
They are all against you, Bart. You must kill them all. They all must die.
Neither will the audience after watching this. The house, voiced by Harry Shearer, turns the family against one another. We always laugh, yet also shiver whenever we hear the house say,
"The butcher knife, Lisa."
Even Maggie enters a hypnotic state, arming herself as well, with the crazed family circling each other and the house egging them on. Marge emerges as the only voice of reason left, snapping them out of it.
Oh, come on, Marge. You said you'd sleep on it.
I don't care what I said. This family has had its differences and we've squabbled, but we never had knife fights before. And I blame this house.
Number 3. Flanders' head. Bart is the only one aboard the school bus who notices a gremlin on the side. Like the Twilight Zone episode it's based on, the segment just keeps building tension as the gremlin brings the bus closer to ruin.
The gremlin's taking off the wheel. Stop the bus or we're all gonna die!
Bartman manages to knock the gremlin off the bus and into the affectionate arms of Ned Flanders. It seems the segment may have an uplifting ending, with Bart saving the day and the gremlin finding someone who can perhaps rehabilitate it.
Oh, isn't that cute? He's trying to claw my eyes out.
But nope, Bart is institutionalized, and if that's not dark enough, the gremlin hitches another ride with him. The gremlin has brought a friend this time, showing off Flanders' severed head. Allow us to scream at the top of our lungs with Bart.
I'll be home, Bart!
Number 2. Martin gets tongue-tied. Due to Homer's incompetence and Kirk being more concerned about Milhouse's spaghetti consumption than the man burning in front of him, Willie bites the dust.
You'll pay for this with your children's blood!
While Willie's demise is burned into our memories, his death isn't this segment's most graphic. Now possessing the power to prey upon victims in their dreams, Willie aims his rake at the unsuspecting Martin. 1 second, Martin is delighting in Latin. The next, he's running for his life, but Willie's elongated tongue is faster. Although we don't see how the dream ends, we do witness the effect it has on Martin in the real world, which is arguably much worse. Nobody should have to see the petrified look on Martin's strangled corpse. Least of all, the kindergartners.
Oh, just get it out of here. Not into the kindergarten.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Milhouse Mincemeat. Willie actually tries to save the kids in this segment, as the cannibal lunch lady Doris prepares to put them on the menu. Unfortunately, Willie's not very good at the whole rescuing thing, getting axed by Skinner.
Ow! Ugh, I'm bad at this.
The hungry educators corner Bart, Lisa, and Milhouse into a room with a giant meat grinder. Although Bart is confident that something will Deus Ex Machina them out of this, Milhouse might disagree. While we're spared the image of Milhouse getting shredded to pieces, the look of horror on his face as he falls to his doom is more than enough to ensure this scene our top spot.
Don't worry, guys. Something always comes along to save us. Nevertheless, I remain confident that something will come along and save the 2 Simpson children.
The good news is that all of this was a dream. Alas, the fog that turns people inside out isn't.
You're back with your family now where there's nothing to be afraid of. Except that fog that turns people inside out.
Huh?
Uh-oh, it's seeping in. Stupid cheap weather stripping.
Which Treehouse of Horror moment turned your skin inside out? Let us know in the comments.